In this box, I have the GloGlow perimeter alarm. So we'll just put that down there. It just looks like this. And in here, we unscrew this a little bit. And in the top there, we put a 209 or a shotgun shell primer. It can also fit 22 blank, and we're going to test that as well to see if it'll work with this trip alarm. So basically you screw this part into a tree, piece of wood, what have you, screw on your primer. Got the pull pin right here, and then when that gets tripped, this will spring into action and go snap and bang off the primer. So we'll test that out, see if that actually works, and give it a go. So I have Cheddite 100 shot shell primers. So these are type 209, and I'm going to use one of those in our trip alarm. So what I'll do is I'll just screw this onto the base here, and then we'll put it in the end here, and we'll test it out. Thanks. Unscrew that. There we go. Get out a primer. And of course the primer does not fit right now. So the first one I'm going to try with a 22 blank. So you'll notice that the primer doesn't fit. And I think that's because they measured it for the specs for a shotgun shell, and primers need to be pressed in. That's not going to do well for us if we have to press it in every time. So we'll use a 22 blank. We're going to see if that works. I'm not sure that it will, but we'll give it a go. So it's already, the pin's already ready. What we'll do is try a bit of string around here. So there we go. That's going to act as our agent. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. That didn't seem to do anything, did it? So I did notice that we could also do it much higher through the middle here. There's supposed to be a safety on there. So let's try this. 1, 2, 3. So that was a 22 blank. Put that in. And see what happened here. Absolutely nothing. So it came down and it hit it, but it didn't hit it on the rim, and that's what you need. You need that for a rim fire. And I've thought of this already. We're gonna have to modify this. We're gonna have to shave it down. And what it's gonna take is a 1/4 inch drill bit right through there. That's all that's missing. It just needs to be drilled through a little bit. So I brought my drill, and what I'm gonna do is get a pair of pliers to hold that. Okay. Hang on to that. So now I've drilled it out a little bit. Primer fits in exactly how it should. Make sure that's on there tight. So let's do it. 3, 2, 1. Wait a sec. 3, 2, 1. What a piece of garbage. It pushed it a little bit, but not quite enough. So I'm going to try it again. And then I'm going to do, whoops. This one that I did before, where it was through that hole, and see if we get a different result. Three, two, one. So that's kind of garbage, eh? See what happened here. It's pushing it down, but it's not enough to smash it. So let's see if it's an up and down thing. That's the problem. Okay. So that's up and down now. Let's give that a shot. 3, 2, 1. Three, two, one. So what a piece of garbage so far. So that didn't even set off the primer. It's not even, it's barely pushed, barely scraped. So maybe it needs to be pointier on the end here, because if you notice this, it's not very pointed. It doesn't have a point on the end. So maybe that's the problem. Huh. So far no good.